All right, we are live. So, and here comes Danietta Najoli. All right, we're live. So, guys, go to your Facebook pages, share. Everyone watching from the Cincinnati Herald Facebook page, give us a moment to share out all our videos with you guys so we can have a great Q&A conversation. So first and foremost, I want to welcome everyone to a very special influencers show. This is your girl, Morgan A. Owens. I am joined with another influencer, Nailah Edwards, and we are here to talk about all things Black girl magic. So we have all of our authors who were originally supposed to participate in our March Women's History Month book expo for Black women authors. And we're also joined with a couple of our amazing Black women in business vendors. So both things are very special to my heart because I am a Black woman, but also I'm an author, but also I am an entrepreneur. So the whole reason that I wanted to do this with the Cincinnati Herald is just to amplify more Black voices, period. As you know, the Herald and the Morgan A. Owens brand did a partnership a couple years ago called 100 Working Women, where we highlighted over 100 Black women in business in the tri-state area. And we wanted to continue doing things like that just to increase awareness. Because I think, honestly, and I may be biased, Black women don't get the shine they deserve at times, right? And we need it, period. So as many times that I can to amplify Black women in business, Black women authors, I'm going to do it because, you know, just because someone isn't on Oprah level doesn't mean they don't have a message to share that can touch someone and be powerful as well. So I'm happy to be here. Just a little housekeeping, of course. We are here because of the Cincinnati Herald. And so make sure that you like and follow the Cincinnati Herald on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, we everywhere, right? But also, please make sure that you go to the Cincinnati Herald's website. They are doing a free workshop on home ownership, September 19th, okay? Home ownership is so important. It's so important. So make sure that you go to the CincinnatiHerald.com, register on Eventbrite for Saturday, September 19th for Building Black Wealth, okay? And that is all about home ownership, so. Now that's done, we can go ahead and start. So I just want to welcome all my ladies here. I'm going to turn it over to my co-host Nailah, who is going to introduce all our authors, and take it away, Nailah.
All right, hey everybody, it's Nailah here. I'm just gonna have everyone go around and introduce themselves, just say a little bit about yourself and introduce your book, and then I'll get into some questions and I'll throw out some questions for all of you. So we're gonna start with Chenelle. So Chenelle, take it away.
Hello everybody, my name is Chanelle B Price. I am the author of the Wise Up Challenge. And just in short, just to explain a little bit of what the book is about, I call it a book of motivation and inspiration for elevation. So it's a devotional and it just kind of gives inspirational words pertaining to different areas of life.
Wonderful, thank you, Chenelle. Holly, you're next. You can go ahead and introduce yourself. Gotta unmute yourself. Uh-oh, she hear me? Miss Holly, you gotta unmute yourself.
There I go. Okay, I apologize for that. Again, my name is Holly Jenkins, and I'm the author of several books. The one most people would know me from is a book that I wrote many years ago. It's called Daddy Don't. It's a story about, child abuse. And I also have written Childhood Sexual Abuse 101, Not an Elective. And I have worked with several, authors around Cincinnati. Many of you may know, like Box Miller. I helped him with his first book. Angelita Jones, I worked with her on her book. I worked with Annie Ruth on one of her books, a few years ago. So I do work with authors as well as writing myself, and my main goal is to help authors not only write their book, I do a lot of editing and things like that, but also help them through the self-publishing process, because as we know, to go find a literary agent and go through that process is very, very daunting. So more people are self-publishing now, and that's one of the things that I do with my business. And the name of my business, and where you can get my book or get any help with yours, is Restart Your Life Now. It's all strung together. restartyourlifenow.org, O-R-G, not .com, is .org.
Wonderful. Yeah. Next is Jasmine Pope.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Pope. I am the CEO of Jasmine Enterprises, and I am the author of my first book, In the Middle, Learning How to Navigate the Process to Purpose. This book is for anyone who is looking to find their purpose, as well as if you already know your purpose, but you're looking to take it to the next level. It really goes through my own personal journey of finding my purpose and knowing and understanding what the middle means when we're on that journey. So I'm just excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. Next is Kristy. Hi. And then we also have Jaime Mahaffey. So both of you can join together, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kristy. Hi, I'm the co-author of Peter's Perfect Pipes, and I'm no different than you. And I'm just going to let Jaime give this quick description of the two books.
Sure. So Peter's Perfect Pipes is a book we wrote to help educate and empower children and families to understand an asthma diagnosis, what that means, how to manage their symptoms while still, enjoying being a kid and having a full active life. And I'm No Different Than You is the second book in our series that follows a young girl who is living with sickle cell disease and how she copes with her illness, as well as her social connections with her peers and things that our kids face when they're dealing with, the multiple issues that life can bring. And we both are just really passionate about bringing awareness to childhood health issues that we feel like don't get enough attention by the masses.
And this month is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, so we just wanted to throw that out there. We want to support our sickle cell warriors, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Marion Johnson is next. Rita, introduce yourself, Marion.
Hello, everyone. My name is Marion Y. Johnson. I am the co-author of The Legacy Project, and The Legacy Project is a writing collective for women that tell stories of love, loss, grief, and triumph. So it's for any woman that wants to be encouraged in different areas that they may have failed in or may have felt they need extra support in. And so I'm just so excited to be here on today and talk a little bit about the Legacy Project. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Sheenah Melson. You have to unmute yourself.
Hi, sorry. I am Sheenah Melson. I write poetry. I've written over 960 something poems, so I'm starting to put them out in volumes. And the current volume is my fun poems. One of my older volumes that I've done, I had over 100 copies of this one. It's called My Love, but I had reprints of that done now, so I'm going to have more of them to get out there. But I'm just interested in seeing all these ladies who write too, and this is really exciting. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. Next is, I think she joined us. Danyetta, you're next, so you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Danietta Najoli, and I am originally from Harlem, New York City, but I've lived here in Cincinnati for 13 years with my husband and 2 children now. I'm a social innovator, certified personal coach, and an author. And the books that I bring today is I've written 2 digital books. One is called What is Life Coaching? And the other is called Unstoppable Confidence, Sustaining a Posture for Success. The other book that I've written is a collaborative book. It's called It Takes Money, Honey, and it's subtitled Guaranteed Strategies to Wealth Creation, Proven Tips for Financial Freedom and Developing Faith. And so it's all about helping you achieve your goals in a practical way. I've also developed these coaching cards. Part of my coaching practice is a signature program called Excellence-Based Living. And I came up with the coaching cards as a product to offer my clients and other people. It's a great conversation starter. There are 40 keys to excellence-based living in this pack, and things like coping with stress, or get a fire under you, remove toxic elements from your life, those kind of prescriptives that we all know, but sometimes we need a nudge. And it's a great tool for youth as well as conversation starters. And with the book, I also was the co-editor. So I heard someone say that they do a lot of that kind of work with people too. And I found that working with several authors in this book has really developed me in so many ways, and to be surrounded by other positive women. So to be able to co-edit or co-author, but also edit the project was really awesome to do. I'm happy to be here with you all today. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us. Next is Lauren White.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lauren M. White, and I am the author of an interactive poetry book called Cries from the Dark Side of the Moon. And so this book shares Black women's experiences in America and compares it to the dark side of the moon. And so with that, the dark side of the moon, just like the light side of the moon, just receives as much light, but is often misunderstood, unexplored, and misinterpreted. And so through this book, it shares Black women's experiences. And as Morgan was saying, Black women's stories aren't highlighted enough. So this poetry book just kind of highlights what we face on a day-to-day basis in America. So happy to be here, and thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Lauren. Next, we have Dr. Nisa Schoen.
Hi, everybody. So I am Dr. Nisa Schoen. I'm a family medicine physician, and I have a lot of jobs, I always tell people. But so I mostly work in community health, public health, basically at the federal, state, city level. This public health position is what I do. And so I made a book. I wrote a book because I've had a lot of health conversations with people over the years. I've been in Cincinnati for 10 years, and that's when I graduated medical school. So I've been a physician for 10 years now. And one of the things that, I feel, so my book is called Health is Love. And so one of the reasons why I wanted to call it that was because I feel like, I get a lot of questions from patients, from people in the community, that sort of thing, just about things they can do to make their health better. But I wanted to put that message out there that health is really just about loving you, loving your family, loving your community, and doing things that empower us in a positive way. And so half of the book, so it's called Health is Love, a Love Heals Journey through 14 Reflections and Meditation. So it's 14 reflections that just talk about, where have you been? What is your story? What things have you experienced in your life that impact your health that you may not even realize are impacting your health? And so half of the book is kind of a reflection on that. And then the other half is a reflection on hope of where do you want to take your health? What are you trying to accomplish with achieving better health? So it's really meant to be a conversation tool. I'm planning to do some workshops and that sort of thing with it, because it really is just meant to help people really think about health in a different way. Because I feel like in the U.S., health is a beauty commodity, and it's just like that's not my goal as a physician. Is for people to be, I want people to be beautiful, but I want them to go a little bit deeper and beyond that superficial of a beauty commodity. And so trying to really figure out what does that mean to you personally.
Right. Thank you for sharing, Dr. Anisa. The next person is Arlinda McKinley.
Hi, this is Arlinda McKinley, and under my company, Lindar Insights Publishing, I have I have self-published 5 books. The latest book that I wrote is entitled Diligently, From Brokenness to Joy. And it chronicles in 2018, after 16 years with my employer, I was reassigned. And on the first day of my reassignment, I suffered a stroke and ended up in the hospital for 5 days. So it takes it on the journey from that moment of being broken to finding joy and living a life that I believe God purposed for me.
Great. Thank you. Next is Phyllis Williams. Is she on here? Oh, you're muted, Miss Phyllis.
Yeah, unmute. Yeah, unmute and do it all over again.
I think I can unmute. Can you unmute her, Morgan? There we go.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Can we hear Phyllis? Can you? Your audio's not working. Just unmute it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is what happens when we're live and virtual. Phyllis, we can't hear you. Hold on.
I would say maybe go to the next person and try to see.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Phyllis, we're gonna circle back because we can't hear you.
Okay. So the next person we have is Clorissa Williams.
Are you waiting?
My bad, I'm muted.
Okay.
Was Corinn on here or Clorissa Williams on here? Clorissa? Oh yeah, there she is. Clorissa? Uh-oh.
Phyllis, can we
hear you now?
Oh, can we hear Phyllis now?
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to
There we
share
go.
share a book that was not originally planned to be a book. It was just a result of my research and studying primarily the Bible and studying history. Those are 2 primary areas of history of interest to me. Interest began at home at the dinner table when we learned a lot about Black history. But then I wanted to know more about myself and the Creator who created us. I wanted to better understand the circumstances that we were living in this world as a people, and I being a part of the nation of people. My book is called The Secret, All God's Children, The Secret Legend of 3 Kings. And I have gone back and found that we have not gone back far enough in studying Black history. I go all the way back to the Garden of Eden. Then I go into the study of Noah and his 3 sons and today's modern nations that have evolved as a result of Noah's 3 sons. So it has done a lot for me. It has built my confidence, self-esteem, knowledge, and wisdom. And I'm looking forward to seeing that happen with the readers. It is a family book. It looks like a children's book because I wanted to attract children as well as adults, but it has a lot of in-depth information. It is controversial because my brothers and sisters of other races have struggled with it only because they have not chosen to do what I did, and that is to find the roots of their history in the Bible. So as a result, it has been a stimulating book. And I'm just looking forward to more people reading it. I wound up being a self-publisher only because I had a hard time finding publishers from the major companies. I communicated a lot with Black authors as we talked on the same interest level. But that's how I became a publisher. I do look forward, Holly, to meeting you because I like to learn more from you. So, but thank you, and looking forward to hearing more from everybody else.
Thank you. Clorissa Williams is next.
Hello, my name is Clorissa Williams. I am one of the authors that collaborated in the book The Mornings After, From Grief to Glory. This was a very interesting book. So I had no intention at all in being an author, no time soon at least. But however, I did do this project, and I was actually blessed by it in itself. The book is a compilation of stories written by 9 independent authors who share their journey of tragedy to triumph. The book addresses unique situations in each author's life, where we all experienced and lived through several deaths, tragedies, trauma, transitions of life, which are all things that are inevitably common for everybody. And within this book, all of the what the collaboration does is it brings together authors from all over the country. In this particular book, they're all women, and we share a powerful, life-changing story and experiences where losses in the magnitude of the losses that we went from mourning to us experiencing great triumph. And so our stories discuss what it is that we experienced, things that we overcame, and the way in which we became triumphant after going through the grief itself. So yeah, super excited about this book. My chapter, it addresses everything from mental health and a lot of things that I experienced personally, various different types of traumatic incidences, and what it was that I had to learn and do and work through in order to overcome all of that, in order to walk in the purpose in which I am currently walking.
Wonderful. Thank you, Clorissa. The next person is Corinn Taylor. You have to mute yourself, Corinn.
Sitting here talking away on mute. Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Corinn, and I am an author and motivational speaker, and I'm an advocate for women and girls. Professionally, I am an experienced healthcare director that develops and executes clinical strategies to be able to improve the health outcome of women and their infants, all with the goal to reduce infant mortality across Ohio. But personally, my passion is to truly uplift, inspire, and motivate women and girls to be the best possible version of themselves. In my book, The Journey of Self-Discovery, Tapping into Your Inner Power and Purpose, I provide a roadmap to women and girls to be able to really figure out what their unique purposes and passions are, and to really begin the journey of self-discovery to figure out who they are and what they are. And I use my story as an example that it can be done. I teach in my book that the journey of self-discovery is not an end destination, that you'll continually learn and grow and evolve into a better person. And I'm super excited to share my journey with you all. And then I also have a supplemental journal that really helps to track your journey along the way. Because when you look back and you see the work that you've put in, you'll realize those small successes you've had. And then over the course of time, you'll figure out who you are and what you are. And you'll begin that journey of self-discovery, all with the end goal to tap into your inner power and purpose. I'm truly honored to be here. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. Next is, we have, your name's Sasha LaShae? Yes, she's next. Go ahead, Ms. Sasha.
Hello, I am Sasha LaShae. I'm actually partnered with, pretty sure she'll be next, Sasha Edwards, but I actually published 3 books of my own. I have a series called The App. There's a 2-part to this one. It's about a app that a guy gets on the phone when he's kind of down on his luck. Kind of gives him everything he could imagine, but of course there's consequences. And then my 3rd book, it's It's actually about a Black female, very smart. She kind of has psychic abilities, and she goes to a college that allows her to download her lessons into her brain. But there's something funny going on, and she kind of has to figure out that mystery as well. My books they're kind of they're thrillers, but they give you a little bit of sex side to it as well. But they're all technological based. So some kind of technology is involved in each of my books. I started this because a friend said, "Hey, you ever thought about writing?" So I started writing, and I haven't wrote in a while, except for writing with Sasha Edwards, but I help other women in getting their book covers, because I do graphic design as well. So I do book covers, I do book trailers. I even help format and upload. Since I publish myself, I help people be able to do that as well. And I do that through my business with K&T Graphics.
Wonderful. Thank you. So we can pass it on to Sonia now, since that's your partner, for her to introduce herself.
There we go. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry. My name is Sasha Edward. I am co-author of Sasha de Fois. And with Sasha LaShae, we have written a book called Doppelganger. And it is a psychological thriller. It is about a kind of not washed up actress, but an actress that started off in the horror film franchise that makes a return to a horror film convention, encounters a super fan, and basically has to play her part in the blurred lines of the reality that she's in at the convention. Things get a little bit crazy, and it kind of takes the reader on a roller coaster ride as far as what is reality and what is not. Outside of that, I do work with the Cincinnati Herald from time to time, doing freelance articles. And I work for a financial services company locally as well. I am currently working on my second book, The DeLuca Diaries, which is the first installment of a multi-book, I guess you could say, franchise that involves many characters but tells their sides of the story in each book. And I'm so thankful that you guys have had us here today. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Sonia, for sharing. Last but not least, we have Miss Gwendolyn Tipton.
Hello, my name is Gwendolyn Carol Tipton. I use my entire name because I am the only one. I have written 4 books. My most recent is Journal It, Take Hold of Your Life by Journaling. My genre is spirituality, so I try to use journaling as a self-help tool. I self-published my first 3 books, and I got a publisher for my last one, the one I mentioned, Journal It, and I am working on a new book. I am so pleased to be here with all of you. My goal is to at least encourage someone to journal and to include in that journal some prayer. I recently have a blog. I've gotten up to like 30 blogs, and I do a weekly Bible verse and prayer, and I'm up to about 300 people on that. So I'm busy working. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you, Miss Gwendolyn. So this last author is Stephanie Scales. She's not with us today, but I just wanted to throw out her book to plug her. So her book is A Girl from the Hood Who Decided to Go Vegan. But other than that, thank you, ladies, for sharing your books. All the questions that I were going to ask, most of you already answered. So to be courteous of time, I'm going to pass it back to Morgan so that she can introduce the vendors, and then we'll come back to you all so that you can plug your social media and where people can buy your books. Thank you.
All right. So I think Gail is still on here. She out here working. That's what we entrepreneurs do. So Gail and Rihanna. So I'm gonna start with Rihanna. So just introduce yourself. Tell us all about your business.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Rihanna Rue Coleman. A lot of people just know me as Rue. And by day, I am a licensed healthcare professional. And my labor of love is Essential Things Co. Essential Things is a accessories business where we sell like jewelry, handbags, scarves, even some home decor items. So I've been in business now for a little over a year, since March of 2019. So yeah, that's about it.
Right. And yes, she has some cute pieces, guys. I'm gonna put you on blast, Rihanna. I need to get with you so we can do some influencer work, get it popping. So
yeah,
some of your hair, especially your hair accessories and stuff. I know you have cute pieces, so we definitely.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely.
All right, Gail, what you got?
Alrighty, guys, excuse the huge sunbeam. I'm trying to multitask and get my vitamin D in while I'm taking my break. But I am Gail Israel with Mother's Touch Cakes, and we specialize in handcrafted cakes and treats. We also offer alternative items. There's a vegan, gluten-free, keto, and lower glycemic. And we're excited because this is actually our 10th anniversary celebration week. So I'm just excited to be here with you all this morning, and I've been taking notes because there's a couple of books and the cards that I need to actually get from you ladies. So it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, we're gonna do a quick thing with both the authors and vendors, and this is gonna be a quick, like, fire rapid question, okay? So the first question, and I'm gonna unmute everyone. Well, I think it'll be easy. I'll say your name because it'd be PR, just unmute everyone just say something at once. I thought about that. I'm like, no, that's not good. All right, so I'm gonna start first. So the question is, how long did it take you to write your book? So for me, it took about 2 years. All right, I'm gonna unmute everyone. So Chenelle, how long did it take you to write your book?
About a year and a half.
Okay. Holly, how long did it take?
The first book took about a year, and then after that, you kind of get the hang of it, and so it doesn't take quite so long because you know how to do your research real quick. So I have written books as short a time as like 3 months. But
you showing out, Holly. You showing out.
But I've written about 10 books, so you know it's not as hard.
Showing out, Holly. All right, Jasmine Pope, how long did it take you to write your book?
Since I'm a little disobedient and I don't like to listen to the Lord, it took me about 3 years, but we finally got it done. So that's what matters, right?
Done. Kristy, how long?
For our first book, actually, like a couple of days.
Oh, you
okay. For the children's books, we had a vision, so it just came to us. So for both books, basically, just a few days.
Okay. Jaime, would you agree?
Yeah, the first book was really kind of magical. We kind of, from start to finish, publishing everything was like 30 days. And the second one was probably just a few months as well.
Okay. Marion.
9 months.
9 months?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you was carrying a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. All right. Sheenah, how long did it take you to write your book? I know she hopped out and hopped back in, so I think her connection. We'll come back to her. Danyetta, how long did it take you?
It took me about a year and a half. We were also working with other authors too, and being an editor for the collaborative book, you know, we had to get in those write-ups, and as an editor, I was also giving them feedback as well. But the whole project was about a year and a half.
Okay. I'm loving to hear like how long it took everyone, because I thought, you know, I would just write my book in like 3-6 months, no, it took much longer than I thought. Let's see, Lauren, how long did it take you?
Same for me. It took about a year to get it out. Thought it was going to be a lot faster, but.
All right, Anisa, how long did it take you?
Well, so I wrote my book initially as I was kind of coming out of being diagnosed with cervical cancer. So I wrote it in like a month, and then I let it sit. And then I came back to it some months later, and I had gone through a lot more stuff by then. I had gone through fertility specialists and all types of stuff. So I actually rewrote it. I went back and rewrote it a second time. So it took me about a year. I feel like each time it took me about a month, but it was definitely a lot of growth that happened in between. I'm happy I didn't, I took that time with it and let it sit a little bit.
Yeah. Arlinda, how long?
For Diligently, it took about 3 to 4 months. I think it was really quick because I needed to get it out, but I started another book in December and I haven't picked it up since January. So that one will probably take about a year.
Okay. Phyllis, how long did it take you to write your book? Phyllis, can you hear me?
Oh, sure.
How long did it take?
I'm sorry. Hey, it took me that long. Let me. No, really what happened, as I said earlier, I began just of interest in studying history and biblical history. So that was 15 years.
Wow.
And then I got the inspiration to put all together what I studied over 15 years in a book. So the book is a mixture of factual history, factual biblical history, and with a bit of fantasy in order for children to enjoy it and understand it.
Love it, love it. All right, now, I know we've been mispronouncing your name, Clorissa. So how do you pronounce your name? I'm sorry, I heard you pronounce it differently. So say it for me so I can stop calling you by your wrong name. I apologize. Is it Clorissa?
It is. It's Clorissa.
Okay, there we go. All right, girl, we done renamed you Clorissa from that. I'm just thinking of that show. Y'all remember that show on Nickelodeon, Clorissa?
Yes.
Remember that show?
Story of my life.
Yes. All right, how long did it take you to write your book, Clorissa?
Yes. The collaboration itself, I believe, took maybe about 7 or 8 months for all of us as collaborative authors to have completed the book in its entirety. But for my portion of the book, for my chapter, it's I would say a month and a half, but that's only because I am an avid journaler, and a lot of my story and a lot of things that I had experienced during that time of my life, I was journaling it. So being able to become a published author and tell my story, a lot of it is, I wrote it down the day it actually happened in such detail. So I was able to kind of pull that from my journal. So everything, when you read my story, you can tell that it sounds like it happened yesterday because it was probably written the day of or the day before it happened. So it didn't take me that long. But there's also that editing process too. Yeah, so it probably took me roughly a month and a half. So, but I enjoyed it. I love to write. So it just came.
Oh, we all have that in common. We all love to write, right? All right. Corinn, how long did it take you?
You know what? Honestly, I'm hearing everyone's response, and I think because it's an individualized journey. For me, it took me actually 4 years, probably a little over 4 years. But I think when the seed was planted in me 4 years ago, I had no clue what I was going to do, but I had to really look and seek God to really say, what is my message I'm trying to give the world? I had some personal things going on. Professionally, my career was taking off, and trying to juggle all of that and give my passion to the world. It took me 4 years, but I say it to say it's an individualized journey. And for those who can't crank it out like in 3 months, just trust the process. But it took me literally 4 years this year to get it all the way pushed out to the world.
No, I love it.
So don't give up on yourself. Keep fighting.
That's right. All right, my Sashas, how long did it take you to write your book?
I think that it took us about a year. Majority of it was spent editing because we would come up with different ways to say something or a better version of how we wanted the scenes to play out in the book itself. So I'd say about a year, give or take.
It was trying to figure out the best way to write it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, always when you add two people in a situation, you definitely have to figure that out. When you're solo, it's like, oh, what I say goes. But yeah, definitely a partnership is completely different. So that's
mine. It took each one of my books took about 3 months to write.
okay. And then last but not least, Gwendolyn, how long did it take you?
The books that I self-published, 2 of them took a year. 1 took 3 months because someone asked me to write them. But the one that I found a publisher for took 2 years. A year to find the publisher and a year to kind of adjust and go through all the changes that were required.
Okay, awesome. All right, I'm gonna mute everyone again, and then I'm gonna pivot to my vendors because there's only 2 of them. So I'm gonna start with Rihanna. So tell us, I'm sure a lot of us in here are still in the corporate world. Some of us are entrepreneurs, but how do you balance, having a business? How does it even feel being a Black woman entrepreneur in business right now in this current state of the world? I always like to ask my fellow entrepreneurs, like, what is the tone right now? Do you feel like people are supporting you more because of everything that's been happening? What are your thoughts?
It's very empowering to be a woman entrepreneur right now, in my opinion. Like, well, I haven't done much work this year. I found out I was pregnant in January, and then shortly after that, everything shut down because of the pandemic. So I haven't done much work, as far as shows and pop-ups and things like that. Last year, I was in these streets. I was doing something every week, every weekend. I was on a show. I was doing an event. So it really slowed me down this year. But I think it's empowering to see everybody. There's so much support. We go to events. Sometimes we're spending more money supporting other businesses than we actually make back, just to recycle the dollar and, keep the support going. So it's really a blessing. Like, and then there's a lot of resources too, grants and things like that. So it's really an honor to be a part of such a small collective of women, and I've seen nothing but support. So I think it's great, and it really gets me going when I feel like, oh, I can't do it, because I do work at 9 to 5 technically, and even on some weekends I have to work my primary job, and then I'm a mother and a wife. So this is about juggling everything. There's a lot of long days and late nights, but you got to get it done and stay diligent and just stay on top of things so that your business can flourish and you can put that time and energy into it.
Yeah, I love that. To my vet, Gail, how long have you been full time in this game? You said, how many years has it been?
So it's been 10 years.
Okay.
Full time, where this is my primary stores, would be for the last about 6 years.
Okay. And so how has it been for you, especially now, during the whole pandemic? I know, like, you make desserts, how has it been for you kind of pivoting into this like new world?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that you have to be creative, flexible, and fluid. So you just kind of, you recreate yourself if necessary, and you fill in the gaps. And I think as Black women, we do that just fluidly anyway. We know how to take things and balance it and recreate ourselves. So if one stream of income within the business stopped because of COVID, well, that's not going to stop my business.
Right.
I'm going to, figure out another stream. So online orders became my friend. And then as it progressed, and with all the tension going on around, I did see more of us purposely come support us.
Yeah.
Because I'm in an interesting dynamic. 70% of my business is not us. So I saw that number actually increase during this time. I'm at 3 local markets weekly. And so I'll see, it made my heart fill up when I see, you know, a Black couple come up and say, you know we had to come over and support you. So they made it, the people are making it intentional, which is a beautiful thing. So
yeah. So what markets are you at? Let people know so we can come.
Yeah, most definitely. So weekly I am at Loveland Farmers Market, I'm at Madeira's Market, and every Sunday I'm at Finley Market. So and again, this weekend we are celebrating our 10th anniversary. So there's complimentary mini cupcakes for the first 25 people. There's amazing samplers. So it'll be lots of fun. And we're there from 10 to 2. So we're excited about that.
Girl, don't tell me about some free snacks now. I'll be the first one. Free cupcake. But all right, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I just want to say that I don't know about you, Nailah. Nailah, you can chime in, but I am just so inspired by all you women. You know, I love to fellowship and just hear just what everyone is going through, or everyone's thought process, everyone's journey is completely different. I don't know about you all, but this has just really energized me. But I just feel like I need to get off here and, you know, finish my second book, which I thought would take a couple months, but here I am. Here I am. But especially, you know, during a pandemic, and I love what you said, Gail, about, you know, as Black women, we know how to pivot. I was giving a talk a couple weeks ago. I think it was Jasmine. I think it was for your conference, where I said, you know, hearing a no from someone telling me a no, like, no, they're not going to sponsor an event for me. No, they don't want to hire me. Like, as a Black woman, I've heard worse, right? So you can tell me no all day long. And as a Black woman, it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, we take on so much, because we're all, when we have a whole gourmet meal, right? We know how to stretch that $5 or get what we want. If we want to be an author, if we want to be an entrepreneur, if we want to be both, right? A lot of us are both in here. We're going to do that. If we're going to have a 9-to-5, we're going to do this or that, we're going to do it. Okay, Jasmine dropped my quote. What's no to a Black woman? That was my quote. So I need to definitely put that on a t-shirt, a mug. What's no to a Black woman? It's nothing, right? And so I just love that. And again, I wish we could stay on here all day long, but we're gonna transition into some wrap up things. So Nailah, you want to go around and just social media where we can buy your books, where we can buy your cupcakes again, Gail, or accessories, Rihanna. So I'll let Nailah do that.
For sure. I think it's very important for people to know where they can connect with these lovely ladies and support them. So Chenelle, where can people follow you on social media and purchase your book at?
So you can go to my page, Chanelle B Price, or my Facebook page, Let Every Voice Empower. That's my business. Or if you want to purchase the book, you can go to my business website, LEVE. LEVE stands for Let Every Voice Empower, LEVEmovement.org. You'll see the Wise Up Challenge there. And also be on the lookout for Dear Sister, Walking in Truth, Strength, and Honor, which is my up and coming book, where we talk about different women in the Bible and how they connect to us in everyday life.
Awesome. Thank you. Holly, where can people connect with you and purchase your book?
Okay, you can go to my website is restartyourlifenow.org. And on there, you can find all the publications that I have. Also, I know someone else on the call is also a life and business coach. I work with small businesses, helping them, get off the ground, with different techniques and so forth. I do that as well. But I guess my main job is that I am a life and business coach. But everything is under restartyourlifenow.org. And I am working on a book by that same title, Restart Your Life Now, that will be out hopefully within the next few months.
Perfect. Thank you. Jasmine Pope is next, and I see that some of the authors are dropping their links in the comments. So if you want to drop your link to where you can connect, where people could connect with you or purchase your book, do that. But Jasmine, if you want to say something about where people can connect with you and buy your book.
Absolutely. So I just dropped my link in the comments on the Cincinnati Herald page. My website, www.blessingsinDisguise.com. That's where you can find all info about me. So I'm a serial entrepreneur too, author, therapist, life coach, expanding my business, all that type of stuff. I also hold a conference, which Morgan was just a part of. Instagram at j.lynn.a and on Facebook at Jasmine Lynn Enterprises. So that's all my info.
Thank you. Kristy and Jaime, where can people connect with you? Purchase your book.
My social media, Facebook is Kristy High, and my Instagram is at Kristy J High, where I talk about the books and also my roles as a publicist and an author coach. And I'll let Jaime give you our website.
Website is mahaffeyhigh.com. You can also hit us up on Instagram at I'm No Different Than You, or at our personal handles, Kristy J High on Instagram and Jaime Mahaffey on Facebook to place orders.
Awesome. Thank you. Marion, you're next. Where can people?
Okay, you can purchase the Legacy Project at bit.ly/The Legacy Project MJ. And I'm also a co-founder and CEO of Living Fragrance Ministries. You can follow that at Instagram, Living Fragrance Ministries. Thank you.
Thank you. Miss Sheenah, where can people connect with you and purchase the book?
Let me interrupt real quick, guys. Make sure you drop your links on the Facebook Live and not in here, because people won't be able to see it in here, just us. So make sure that you're doing it on the social media video.
Thank you. It was on Miss Sheenah. Did she finish? Is she not on here? Is she?
Yeah, I think she left.
Okay. So Danyetta, you share where you can plug with you at.
Yes, you can visit me very easily at Danyetta.com. So it's my name, DANYETTA.com. All of my information is there, including the coaching cards, my books, my digital downloads, also my coaching practice, and upcoming events coming up as early as October 1st, a reset conference I'm doing in Sharonville. So I hope to see you. Thanks.
Thank you. Lauren.
Yeah, so I would love to connect with people on Instagram. So it's cf.darksideofthemoon. I'm also on Facebook with the Cries from the Dark Side of the Moon's page. And then if you're interested in purchasing a book, you can go to laurenmwhite.com. So that's LAURENM white, like the color.com, as well as Amazon.
Thank you. Dr. Anisa?
So my business that I have, in addition to my work that I do as a physician, is called Dr. Shomo Knows. So my website is drshomoKnows.com. So that's Dr. Shomo, like my name, and then knows.com. So I posted it in the comments. And so my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook. My Facebook is actually weird. It wouldn't let me have Dr. Shomo Knows as my handle. So my Facebook handle is @NobiNation, KNOWBI Nation. But that's all of those links are on my Facebook page. I mean, not on my Facebook page, on my website.
Hey, thank you. Ms. Phyllis?
You can, I have had to take a long break when I retired between family and becoming a caregiver for my husband. So my website has to be redeveloped, but I am certified and registered with the state of Ohio under Philco Publishing. And you may reach me at Lionel, LIONELPHY, Lionel5 @fuse.net. And at that point, I will be willing to communicate with you and even see to it that you get the books if you're interested.
Thank you. All right, Clorissa.
Hi, so the book can be purchased one or two ways. You can either contact me at on Facebook at Clorissa Williams. If I send you a book from myself personally to be signed, and then I also have some really nice thank yous that I like to provide those who support myself in the book. But more conveniently, you can also purchase the book on Amazon and Amazon Prime. And again, the book is titled The Mornings After, From Grief to Glory. So yeah, and then on Instagram also, if you wanted to contact me in order to receive the book that way, my Instagram is Ms. MZ Fit _ Reese, REECE. So Misfit Reese, you can contact me that way also. There's actually a link on my Instagram page that you can actually click on, and then that will also lead you to where you can also purchase the book.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. Corinn, you're next.
Well, you can get my book on my website. Is drcorinn.com. It's DRCORINN.com. It's also on Amazon.com as well for those two Amazonians who love to purchase off of Amazon. It's on Amazon as well. But I encourage everyone to go to my website, and all my IG handles is Dr. Corinn. On IG is Dr._Corinn. On Facebook is Dr. Corinn, and my personal page is Corinn Taylor. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, to Sasha's, where can we connect and get your guys' books? I think got you mute.
There I go. Sorry about that. You can reach for me. You can find my books on Amazon, as well as I have a Facebook page. It's under Facebook, Sasha LaShae Author. If you're interested in the book covers, book series, help with formatting and publishing, you can visit me at KNTGraphicDesigns.com. And then for Sasha Fois, we have a Facebook page. It's called The Right, and it's spelled like right, Sasha's. And then we have a website as well. It's SashaDeFois.wixsite.com and /2.Sasha. So I'll post that in the Herald right now.
Thank you. Hi, Miss Gwendolyn.
You may find my books on Amazon and also at our Black bookstore in Over the Rhine, Smith and Hammond. And my website is my name, GwendolynCarrollTipton.com, and everything else is there. Thank you.
Thank you. So I know someone in the comment had asked about Stephanie's book, The Girl from the Hood Who Decided to Go Vegan. I know she's on Facebook, so you can follow her at Stephanie Scales and send her a friend request, and I'm sure she'll be able to give you more information about her book. But that's all. So thank you for sharing all that, ladies. Pass it back to Morgan.
You want to tell everyone how to follow you and support your business?
Yes, I am on Facebook and Instagram at Essential Things Co. And my website is essentialthingsco.com. And we're also offering 45% off now until Monday. Use code FALL 2020.
Yes, love it. All right, Danielle, you want to tell us, you told us where to find you.
Yes. So on social media, you can find me at Facebook or at Instagram at A Mother's Touch Cakes. And the website is amothertouchcakes.com. But most importantly, I need to see everybody out at Finley Market tomorrow for our anniversary celebration. Perfect time, especially for Labor Day weekend. So literally, I'm about to go back to bake right now. So freshly baked, you can't beat it. So come on out. It's been great to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, love it. Thank you, ladies. Plug my book too. So like I said, a year ago, I announced I was going on a national book tour, and then due to COVID, it put me on halt. So I'm doing a virtual speaker tour with Finding My Sparkle. I have some VIP speakers also. Have you guys heard of B. Dixon from the Honey Pot? She is one of my special guest speakers that I interviewed to find out how she found her sparkle. So if you guys want to be a part of the sparkle movement, I would love it. You can go to my website, morganaowens.com. But I also sent all of you guys, all the authors, vendors, invite this morning. Tickets are only 10, VIP is only 30. You get a book. And guys, I have so many beauty products from there that are sitting. Everyone a ticket so I can get rid of these beauty products, or I'm just gonna bathe in them all, I think. So so please support, I would love it. But also pivoting, make sure that you all sign up for the Cincinnati Herald's Black Wealth Ownership, Home Ownership Eventbrite event. And I'm trying to look for the flyer. It is September, help me out, Nailah, September, oh, here it is, September 19th. Free home ownership webinar on building Black wealth. So make sure that everyone also signs up for that. And of course, you can find more information on the CincinnatiHerald.com website, their Facebook page, all that great stuff. Cincinnati Herald is also one of my media sponsors for the tour, so you guys can find more information on there as well. Again, thank you, Black authors, Black vendors. Some of the comments on Facebook said, this is so empowering. This is awesome to see all this Black girl magic. So just know that you all have inspired some people this morning. And I was already looking at the insights. We're not even done, but we've reached over 2,000 people already, guys. Right. And so, you know, that is awesome. I think, Nailah, I think that's like one of the highest rated influencers we've done since we've gone virtual. And we're not even done yet. We're still going. So I can't wait to see how many people actually watch the replays. And I think there's like almost 40 shares. We doing numbers, y'all. We doing numbers up in here. So make sure that you drop your website on the Facebook video so people can go buy, go support. Please drop your websites, Gail and Rihanna, so people can go shop, drop them codes, discounts. Make sure if everyone's in that area to go support Gail on her 10-year anniversary. That is amazing. I'm only almost 3 years in, so that is like phenomenal. I give it up to you. That is not an easy thing to do, especially as an entrepreneur, especially in the food business. That's just like almost unheard of. So thank you for being an inspiration, Gail. That is awesome. So guys, make sure that you tune in today at 6. There is another influencers episode right here on the Cincinnati Herald Facebook page. And as always, please make sure that you follow the Cincinnati Herald on social media, YouTube, Instagram. And for me and Nailah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting. Everyone, go buy their books. Go buy 10 books from everybody. I know there's somebody watching that can afford it. Go sponsor these ladies. Go get all the stuff, right? Get all the cupcakes, get all the accessories, buy us out, okay? We will support, but always it's your girl, Morgan A. Owens and Nailah Edward, and we'll bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is awesome.